My beloved child, do not skip this message. The next few moments are important. There is a reason you were guided here today. This is not a coincidence. This is not an accident. Something within your spirit has been searching for comfort, answers, and reassurance, and that is why these words have found you now. 3 minutes left. A person who is in heaven, someone you loved very much, is asking you to open your heart and listen. My child, I know there are names that still bring tears to your eyes. There are faces you wish you could see one more time. There are conversations you wish you could have again. There are moments you replay in your mind because the love you shared was real, and real love leaves an imprint on the soul. You have carried memories that nobody else knows about. You have smiled on the outside while quietly missing someone on the inside. There are days when their absence feels manageable, and there are days when it feels as fresh as the moment they left. But today, this message is for you. The person you are thinking about right now would not want you to live trapped in sadness. They would not want you to spend your life carrying guilt for things you could not change. They would not want you to believe that their love disappeared when they left this world. Love does not disappear. Love continues through memories. Love continues through the lessons shared. Love continues through the lives that have been touched forever. My beloved child, there have been moments when you felt their presence in unexpected ways. A song played at the perfect time. A memory suddenly appeared in your mind. A feeling of comfort arrived when you needed it most. Whether you see these moments as coincidence or something deeper, they remind you that love leaves a lasting mark. Today, you may be carrying questions in your heart. Did they know how much I loved them? Are they at peace? Would they be proud of me? Would they want me to keep moving forward? My child, the answer that matters most is this: the love you shared was real, and that love continues to influence your life even now. The person you miss would not want your story to stop because theirs ended. They would want you to keep living. They would want you to keep growing. They would want you to keep believing that joy is still possible. 3 minutes left. Open your heart. Release the burden of regret. Release the words you never got to say. Release the belief that you must carry sorrow forever. Because the message that follows may be exactly what your heart has been needing to hear. Stay with me, my beloved child, because what comes next may change the way you see their memory forever. My beloved child, if you are still here, it is because your heart recognized something in these words. Perhaps there is a person whose memory never truly left you. Perhaps there is someone whose name still echoes through your thoughts during quiet moments. Even after all this time, their absence can still feel heavy. 2 minutes left. The person you loved may no longer be physically present, but the impact they had on your life remains. The lessons they taught you, the kindness they showed you, the moments you shared together, those things have become part of who you are. No amount of time can erase them. My child, many people carry hidden grief. They continue with their daily lives, smiling and working and caring for others, while privately wishing they could have one more conversation with someone they lost. If that describes you, know that your feelings are understood. There may be things you wish you had said. There may be apologies you wish you had made. There may be words of gratitude that never found their way out. But do not allow those unfinished moments to become chains that hold you back. The past cannot be rewritten, but your future can still be filled with purpose. The person you loved would not want you to spend your life trapped in, what if? What if I had called them one more time? What if I had visited sooner? What if I had said more? My beloved child, those questions may never have complete answers. Yet carrying them forever will not bring peace to your heart. Peace begins when you choose to honor their memory through the way you live today. Honor them by showing kindness. Honor them by sharing love. Honor them by becoming the person they believed you could be. There were dreams inside of you that they wanted to see fulfilled. There were gifts within you that they hoped would grow. There was strength within you that they recognized even when you could not see it yourself. Do not let grief convince you that your journey ended when theirs did. Your journey continues. Your purpose remains. Your life still carries meaning. 2 minutes left. Open your heart to healing. Not because you are forgetting them. Not because they were unimportant. But because true love does not ask you to remain wounded forever. True love encourages growth. True love encourages hope. True love encourages life. My child, there is a reason this message found you today. It is a reminder that memories can become a source of strength instead of only sorrow. It is a reminder that the love you shared was a gift, not a burden. And as this message continues, there is one final truth that may bring peace to a part of your heart that has been searching for comfort for a very long time. Stay with me, my beloved child, because what comes next may be the message your soul has needed all along. My beloved child, as you listen to these final moments, I want you to place your worries aside and simply open your heart. There is no need to rush. There is no need to fear. This message is not about sadness. It is about love, healing, and the strength to continue moving forward. 1 minute left. Think about the person you miss. Think about the moments that made you smile. Think about the laughter you shared, the lessons they taught you, and the love that connected your lives. Do not focus only on the day they left. Remember the days they lived. Remember the ways they touched your heart and helped shape the person you are today. My beloved child, grief often tries to convince you that what is gone is all that matters. But love tells a different story. Love reminds you that every beautiful memory remains part of you. Love reminds you that the influence of a cherished person continues long after they are gone. There may be times when you feel guilty for moving forward. You may wonder if finding happiness somehow means leaving their memory behind. But that is not true. Healing does not erase love. Joy does not replace remembrance. Moving forward does not mean letting go of what mattered. In fact, one of the greatest ways to honor someone you loved is to live fully. Live with courage. Live with kindness. Live with gratitude. Live in a way that reflects the love they shared with you. If they could speak to you today, perhaps the message would be simple: do not let your heart remain trapped in yesterday. Carry the love forward. Carry the lessons forward. Carry the good memories forward. But keep living. My child, there are still people who need your kindness. There are still dreams waiting to be pursued. There are still blessings waiting to be discovered. There are still chapters of your story that have not yet been written. The love you shared with that special person is not a reason to stop. It is a reason to continue. 1 minute left. Open your heart to peace. Open your heart to hope. Open your heart to the possibility that brighter days are still ahead. The person you love will always hold a place in your memories, but your future is calling you forward. Let their memory inspire you rather than imprison you. Let their love become a light that guides your steps instead of a weight that slows them. My beloved child, as this moment comes to an end, remember this: love never loses its value, memories never lose their meaning, and a life touched by love is never truly empty. Take a deep breath. Lift your head. Keep moving forward. The story is not over. And some of the most beautiful chapters of your life may still be waiting just ahead. My beloved child, before this message ends, there is one more thing that must be placed upon your heart. Sometimes, when someone we love is no longer with us, we spend so much time looking backward that we forget to see what is still ahead. We hold on to the pain because it feels connected to the person we miss. We fear that healing means forgetting. But healing is not forgetting. Healing is learning to carry love without carrying constant sorrow. The person you love would not want your heart to remain trapped in sadness forever. They would not want you to stop chasing your dreams. They would not want you to stop laughing. They would not want you to stop believing in beautiful things. My beloved child, there is a future waiting for you that still contains purpose, joy, and unexpected blessings. The chapters ahead may not look exactly like the chapters behind you, but that does not mean they cannot be meaningful. Life continues to offer opportunities to grow, to love, and to make a difference. There are moments coming that will remind you why you kept going. There are people you have not met yet who will bring light into your life. There are prayers you have not yet seen answered. There are doors you cannot yet see beginning to open. Do not allow grief to convince you that all your best moments are in the past. Some of your greatest memories may still be waiting to be created. My child, every time you choose kindness, you honor the people who loved you. Every time you show compassion, you honor their memory. Every time you refuse to give up, you honor the lessons they left behind. Their influence continues through the way you live. The love you shared was real. That is why it still touches your heart today. But real love does not ask you to remain stuck. Real love encourages you to keep walking forward, carrying the best parts of what was shared into the future. As you move into the days ahead, release what you cannot change. Release the guilt. Release the regrets. Release the unanswered questions. Not everything in life receives a perfect explanation. Not every wound receives an immediate answer. But peace becomes possible when you stop fighting battles that belong to the past. My beloved child, look ahead with hope. The road before you may contain challenges, but it also contains possibilities. It may contain uncertainty, but it also contains opportunity. It may contain moments of sadness, but it also contains reasons to smile again. The person you love will always remain part of your story. Nothing can take away the impact they had on your life. Yet your story is still being written. Your purpose remains. Your journey continues. And perhaps the greatest way to honor the love you shared is not by remaining in sorrow, but by living a life filled with gratitude, courage, and hope. So stand tall, my beloved child. Carry the memories. Carry the love. Carry the lessons. But keep moving forward. Because the future still holds beautiful things for you, and your best chapters may be closer than you think. My beloved child, as this message continues, I want you to understand something that many people spend years trying to learn. Love is stronger than distance. Love is stronger than time. And love is stronger than the silence that comes when someone is no longer physically beside us. You may have wondered why certain memories suddenly return without warning. A familiar voice echoes in your mind. A special song begins to play. A photograph catches your attention. A place reminds you of moments you thought you had forgotten. These experiences often stir emotions deep within your heart because love leaves footprints that time cannot erase. My child, there is no weakness in missing someone. There is no weakness in remembering. There is no weakness in feeling emotional when their name is spoken. Those feelings simply reveal how deeply you cared. But there is a difference between remembering with love and living in constant sorrow. The person you loved would not want every memory to bring pain. They would want some memories to bring smiles. They would want some memories to bring gratitude. They would want some memories to remind you of how blessed you were to share part of life's journey together. My beloved child, think about the qualities you admired most in them. Was it their kindness? Their courage? Their generosity? Their faith? Their sense of humor? Whatever it was, those qualities can continue living through the way you choose to live your own life. In that way, their influence never truly ends. Every act of kindness becomes a tribute. Every moment of courage becomes a tribute. Every decision to love instead of hate becomes a tribute. You do not honor someone only by remembering them. You also honor them by carrying forward the good they brought into the world. There are still people who need your encouragement. There are still lives that will be touched by your words. There are still opportunities for you to make a difference. The story of your life still has purpose. Do not underestimate the impact you can have simply by choosing to keep moving forward. My child, there may be days when grief returns unexpectedly. That is normal. Healing is not always a straight path. Some days are easier than others. Some memories feel heavier than others. But each day is also an opportunity to choose hope again. Choose hope when sadness visits. Choose gratitude when memories surface. Choose faith when uncertainty appears. Choose life when fear tries to hold you back. Because the future is not your enemy. The future is where new blessings are waiting. And while nothing can replace the person you loved, new joys can still enter your life. New friendships can form. New dreams can emerge. New reasons to smile can appear when you least expect them. So hold on to the love, my beloved child. Hold on to the lessons. Hold on to the beautiful memories. But do not let the past stop you from embracing the future. There is still purpose ahead. There is still joy ahead. There is still hope ahead. And the journey that lies before you may contain blessings greater than anything you can currently imagine. My beloved child, as we come closer to the end of this message, I want you to listen with your heart. There is a reason you have stayed until this moment. Perhaps there is a part of you that has been carrying a burden for far too long. Perhaps there are emotions you rarely share with anyone. Perhaps there are tears you have hidden behind a brave face. But today, you do not have to carry everything alone. The person you love would not want your heart to remain weighed down by guilt, regret, or endless questions. They would want you to remember the love that existed between you, not only the pain of their absence. My beloved child, there are things in life that cannot be changed. No amount of wishing can bring back yesterday. No amount of worrying can rewrite the past. Yet there is something you can do. You can choose how you move forward from this moment. You can choose peace instead of constant regret. You can choose gratitude instead of endless sorrow. You can choose hope instead of fear. That choice may not remove every painful feeling overnight, but it can begin a healing process that allows your heart to breathe again. Think about all the strength you have shown already. You survived days that felt impossible. You faced mornings when getting out of bed was difficult. You endured moments when your heart felt broken. Yet somehow, you continued. That strength is still within you. The love you shared did not leave you empty. It left you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. It taught you the value of connection. It taught you the importance of cherishing people while they are here. It taught you lessons that will remain with you for the rest of your life. My child, there are still blessings waiting for you. There are still reasons to laugh. There are still dreams worth pursuing. There are still people whose lives will be brighter because you are part of them. Never believe that your purpose ended when someone else's journey ended. Your purpose remains alive. Your story remains unfinished. Your future remains full of possibility. The person you love will always have a place in your heart, but they would not want that place to become a prison. They would want it to become a source of strength. A reminder of love. A reminder of precious memories. A reminder that life is a gift that should be lived fully. So when sadness visits, allow yourself to remember the good. When tears come, remember the love. When memories return, remember the blessing of having shared those moments. And when the future calls your name, do not be afraid to answer. Because the chapters ahead still contain beauty, purpose, and hope. My beloved child, the journey continues. Keep walking. Keep believing. Keep trusting that brighter days can still be found ahead. Sometimes the greatest tribute to those we love is to live a life filled with courage, kindness, and gratitude. And you are capable of doing exactly that. My beloved child, if you have remained with this message until now, then perhaps your heart needed this reminder more than you realized. Life moves quickly, yet there are certain people whose memory remains with us no matter how much time passes. Their laughter, their voice, their advice, and their love become part of who we are. Today, I want you to stop for a moment and recognize something important. The fact that you still remember them is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of love. The fact that their memory can still move your heart is not a burden. It is evidence that the connection you shared mattered. My beloved child, there may have been times when you felt alone in your grief. Times when it seemed like everyone else had moved on while you were still carrying the weight of loss. But healing is not a race. Every heart heals differently. Every journey is unique. Do not compare your path to anyone else's. Do not judge yourself for still having emotional moments. Do not believe that tears erase the progress you have made. Sometimes tears are simply love expressing itself through memory. My child, there is something beautiful about the way love continues to influence us. The lessons learned from those we cherish often guide our decisions years later. Their kindness inspires us to be kind. Their courage inspires us to be brave. Their love inspires us to love others more deeply. In this way, the good they brought into the world continues through you. That means your life matters. Your choices matter. Your future matters. The person you miss would want you to recognize that. They would want you to understand that your journey still has purpose. There are people you have not helped yet. There are dreams you have not achieved yet. There are experiences you have not enjoyed yet. There are blessings you have not received yet. My beloved child, the story of your life is still unfolding. The chapters behind you are important, but they are not the entire book. There are pages still waiting to be written. There are victories still waiting to be celebrated. There are moments of joy still waiting to surprise you. Do not allow grief to convince you that all the beautiful moments belong to the past. Some of the most meaningful moments of your life may still be ahead. As you move forward, carry the memories with gratitude rather than fear. Carry the love with appreciation rather than regret, carry the lessons with wisdom rather than sorrow. The future is not asking you to forget. The future is asking you to continue. Continue loving. Continue growing. Continue believing. Continue living. Because your life remains a gift, and the world still needs the unique light that only you can bring. And perhaps that is one of the greatest messages of all. The people we love leave their mark on our hearts so that we can carry that love forward and share it with others. So keep going, my beloved child. The journey is not over. There is still hope ahead. There is still purpose ahead. And there is still so much life waiting to be lived. My beloved child, as this message comes to its end, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and remember the person who came into your mind when you first heard these words. Remember their smile. Remember their voice. Remember the moments that made you laugh together. Remember the love that was shared. Now listen carefully. The greatest gift they would want to give you today is not sadness. It is peace. Not regret. But gratitude. Not fear. But hope. My beloved child, the people we love never truly disappear from our hearts, their influence remains in the lessons they taught us, the memories they gave us, and the love they shared with us. Every act of kindness you show, every moment of courage you display, and every time you choose love over bitterness, a part of their legacy continues through you. Do not spend your life wondering about all the things that could have been. Instead, be thankful for what was. Be thankful for the conversations. Be thankful for the laughter. Be thankful for the lessons. Be thankful for the love. Because love is one of the few treasures that time can never take away. My child, the future is calling you forward. There are still beautiful sunrises waiting for you to see. There are still dreams waiting to be fulfilled. There are still people waiting to meet you. There are still blessings with your name on them. There are still chapters of your story that have not yet been written. The person you love would not want you to remain trapped in yesterday. They would want you to carry their memory with honor and continue living with purpose. They would want you to smile again without guilt. They would want you to embrace new opportunities without fear. They would want you to believe that happiness is still possible. And it is. My beloved child, release the burdens that have been weighing down your heart, release the guilt. Release the unanswered questions. Release the fear of moving forward. You do not have to carry them anymore. Instead, carry the love, carry the memories. Carry the wisdom. Carry the gratitude. Let those things guide you into the future. One day, when you look back on this season of your life, you will realize that the love you shared never left you. It became part of your strength. It became part of your story. It became part of the light that helped guide you through difficult times. So lift your head high. Take a deep breath. Step forward with faith. The road ahead still contains purpose. The road ahead still contains joy. The road ahead still contains miracles. And no matter what happens, never forget this. You were loved. You are loved. And you will continue to be loved. May peace fill your heart, hope fill your spirit, and gratitude fill your days. The story is not ending here, my beloved child. The most beautiful chapters may still be waiting just ahead. Amen.